Hey guys, welcome to my web design training. My name is Ayomide Johnson Enenla, and I'll be your tutor for the whole of this training. Okay, so I believe you joined this class because you want to learn how to design websites, no matter how, or you just want to learn how to. I was once like that, and you are very welcome. So my name is Ayomide again, and okay, what you're seeing on the screen here is my personal website. Okay, I built it myself, of course, and this is even if you don't have an idea what anything is, you should know what a website looks like. So this is what a website looks like. This is my website. Okay, and it took me a while to put this together, but I build things like this every day, and of course I'll be showing you how to build websites as amazing as this. Okay, websites that are modern, not just old school websites and all of that. You see, this website looks modern, looks clean, has a minimalist feel. It just looks simple, straight to the point. So I'll be showing you how to build your own website, alright, and as well as build websites for many more people, clients. Even if you want to have a business of yours, you will be good to go after this training. So let me not waste your time, let's get straight into the training. Okay, so for this session I'll be giving you a basic introduction to website design, the website design languages used to build websites, and the use of CMS, which are content management systems used to build websites. Okay, of course, the average website is built with code. Okay, and some websites are also built with content management systems, which are also built with code. But the content management system actually makes it easy for you to manage a website without writing code all the time. It makes it easier and faster. Okay, so I think you have to put your attention on these notes, as this is where I'll be writing some tiny bit of information. Alright, so some of the basic languages, website design languages we use to design websites. You might have heard of them before, and you might not have heard of them before, but the basic languages used to build websites, some people call them programming languages, but I will not call them programming languages because I don't really think they fit the description to be a programming language, although they issue commands to the system, but I'm not sure they fit the description of what you call a real programming language. But anyway, they make websites go alive. So these languages used to build websites are HTML, CSS, then we have Bootstrap, we have JavaScript, we have jQuery, and then we have PHP. Okay, so I'll give you the meaning of these languages here. This means hypertext markup language. HT is for the hypertext, so let me just separate that. Hypertext markup language. CSS is cascading style sheets. Okay, to be honest, I've not even delved into theory for a while. I've been more of practical. You just build websites, there's theory aspect. You need to know one or two things first, and it's been a very long time I actually got into theories like this, and I still can't believe they are coming out of my head, because I'm even doing this training without any script or anything. Everything is coming right from my head, straight from my head right now. So if I make any mistake, then I'll make you guys to bear with me, but I'm actually more of a practical person. I like to see things come alive. I don't have time for story, you know now. So Bootstrap is just Bootstrap. JavaScript, although most times we call it JS. That's the short form for JavaScript, JS. jQuery is jQuery. PHP means hypertext processor. I think so. Hypertext processor. Okay, so that is, it processes hypertext, which is this HTML. It makes HTML go alive. So they all work together anyway. So HTML is the basic, structural language for building websites. It's the first thing you would even start with as a website designer who wants to build websites with code. It's the first thing you start with. It's like the building block of any website. Okay, that's HTML. CSS is what is used to style the website. It's what we use it to, improve the appearance of the website. We use it to give the website shape, we give it beauty, we give it color, and any other property you can think of for a website. That is what CSS does. HTML, if you liken it to a building, HTML is just like block. CSS is like cement and paint. Okay, so CSS is more designing the website. That is where the design is. Okay, so that's for CSS. Bootstrap is not a language per se. Bootstrap is like a framework of CSS. Okay, Bootstrap is like a framework of CSS. It lives under CSS. Bootstrap cannot work without CSS. Okay, and what Bootstrap does is that it makes web pages responsive. Makes web pages responsive. And when I say responsive, what I mean is it makes web pages, it gives the web pages the ability to be able to work on desktop and at the same time look good on a tablet, and at the same time look good on a mobile phone. Okay, so Bootstrap makes web pages responsive across all devices. That is, it adapts across all devices. Now let me show you an example of what it means for a web page to be responsive. Okay, now look at this page. It's on desktop. If I adjust this browser to look like a mobile phone, okay, so let me do it from here. If I adjust this browser to look like a mobile phone, I'll take it, let me say iPhone X. Look at what we have. Look at it. It's adapted to iPhone X screen. So if someone visits this website on an iPhone X phone, this is what it will look like. So you see, responsive. Everything, the text, the pictures, the background, everything is responsive. So that is why it's important, to know Bootstrap. You see, so for anything you build, it will be responsive across any device. So you see that the site looks good, even on mobile. You see, that's it. Looks good. Even the phone looks good on mobile. So that is what it means for a site to be responsive. If I take it to tablet mode, you see, this is what it looks like on a tablet. Responsive. It adapts. You see, if I toggle back, you see it simply adapts. Look at it. So you see, even at its slightest screen, it's still adapting. You see, falling into blocks. And then if you widen it back, look at it. So that's the work of Bootstrap. The simple work of Bootstrap. That's what it does. Aside, having a design, it makes sure the design is responsive across all devices it will load on. Okay, now the next thing we have JavaScript. JavaScript is used to make your website come alive. It's JavaScript could be for many things. People use it for alerts or for some functions here and there on the website. Let me see something that works with JavaScript here. JavaScript. What can I say works with JavaScript here? Let me see. Okay, look at this form for example. When I click on this, you see the way this thing popped out. It's a work of JavaScript. That is something JavaScript can do. Okay, so that's just one of the little things JavaScript can, like one of the minor things JavaScript can actually do. JavaScript can do a lot of things. It's more powerful than even what I'm showing you. So JavaScript can do way more than this. So that is what JavaScript is all about. And the other one, jQuery. jQuery is like a child of JavaScript, a framework of JavaScript. It makes it easy for you to use JavaScript, pre-made codes and functions and things that you can use instead of typing raw JavaScript code. jQuery is a library that makes it easy for you to use JavaScript. So we'll be going into that for now anyway, because we have where we are going. So just an introduction. Then we have PHP. PHP is like the backend language. When you are really building web pages and making things happen on a web page, or somebody is registering on the site, and after the person registers, let an airplane fly beside me. I'm just giving an example. When someone registers on the website, I want an airplane to fly and tell me thank you for registering and just blah 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 blah. That's the whole logic. PHP is the logic. Okay, so that is what PHP does. It's like the backend language. All these guys are front end, while PHP over here is like the backend. Okay, so that is just a short intro of the programming languages used to design websites. Alright, so now I'm going to clear this and we'll dive into CMS straight. CMS means Content Management System, and the CMS is anything that actually makes it easy to manage a website. Alright, the CMS actually makes it easy to manage the website, and the CMS is like a pre-built system that allows you to easily build a website without having to code. Okay, so with the CMS you don't need to start learning HTML, Bootstrap, JavaScript and all of that. With the CMS it makes it very easy for you to delve right into code and into building a website without advanced knowledge and all of that. So that's what a CMS does, and there are several CMSs on the web that you can actually use to build a website. So many, if not up to 1,000 CMSs that you can use for different purposes. Some are strictly for e-commerce, some are strictly for blogs, some are for forums, some are for e-commerce selling products. Okay, some are for donation, and so many. And some are even generic. They can do almost anything. So that is what a CMS is all about. It's a content management system that makes it easy for you to create a website without writing code. So let me just type it out so you get a visual explanation of what I'm saying. So the CMS, which is a content management, system. The CMS helps you build a website without having to learn how to code. Okay, the CMS helps you build a website without having to learn how to code. So that's just a short definition of what a CMS is. And there are several CMSs on the internet. Okay, there is WordPress, there is Joomla, there is PrestaShop. I'm just mentioning some of the very popular ones that I know and use. There's PrestaShop, there is Magento, there is which other CMS? WordPress, Joomla, PrestaShop, Magento. There's one, there's Drupal. think these are like the 5 most, should I say the 5 most popular CMSs. There's another one, there's one I used one time, so Brian. There are so many, so many. So these are like some of the most popular content management systems that can actually help you, build a website from the ground up without writing a single line of code. They're already prepared solutions. Okay, so, and WordPress tops the list. It's the top CMS used to build websites. And if it's e-commerce websites, Magento tops the list for building e-commerce websites. An e-commerce website is something like Jumia, Konga. That's what an e-commerce website is, full-fledged. So that is what an e-commerce website is, something like Jumia. I'm just giving you an example, something like Jumia and Konga. And Magento, which is a CMS, is one that can actually help you build something like that. Okay, so that is just an overview of content management systems used to build websites. So there are 2 ways to building a website: using code or using a content management system. 2 ways. Let me just say 2 major, because there are so many. So 2 major ways to building a website. One, with code, and 2, using a CMS, that is a content management system, which is also faster. Yeah, using a content management system is way faster. Unless you are very proficient and experienced with code, using a content management system to build a website is very fast. Okay, so that is for this class on building a website with a content management system and using a CMS. In our next lesson, I'll be delving right into the most common and easy to use content management system. Not just the most common and easy to use, the number 1. I already told you what it is. So in our next class, I'll be showing you the number 1 CMS used to build websites, its types, and how to get started. So that's where we'll be going from here. So thank you for watching this version of class. So I'll see you guys later. Good luck.